guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back today with another process video. And this one is using some of the Ahoy or the Pirate collection, and this is from Cheeky Studio. And so I'm super excited to get this die cut pack because, for one, it's loaded. Like all of the die cut packs from Cheeky Studio, you get tons and tons of pieces. And the other reason is because I have a lot of photos of my boys. Um, in kind of pirate gear or on pirate adventures because they both were really into pirates when they were little. And so I do have a bunch of photos, and I've never really done anything with them because there's not a lot of products out there that really work. So this particular set is perfect for some of the photos that I have. And so I'm taking that Amy Tangerine on a Whim paper that has the white with the black diagonal stripe, and I'm going to use that as my background. And then I've just layered up some black and red cardstock, and I'm going to put it kind of on a diagonal along my background paper. And so what I am doing is making sure that I've left a big enough border because I want to tuck all of these banners in underneath those cardstock layers to create kind of a different look around the edge. So I love kind of working with the different angles and kind of ways that I can add some different dimension with my pages. And so this is one of those strategies that I seem to come back to where I kind of angle my cardstock on my background paper. And then this idea of tucking something under that layer. I've done this before with things like stitching. Sometimes you see me, if you watch my channel a lot, where I'll pull a pocket or pull a piece over and staple it down to create kind of like a little flip where you can see part of the background paper behind it. And so this time I'm using all these banners. And so I'm just tucking them in, and I'm alternating the red and the blue all the way around the outside. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have everything glued down, and then go back and actually flip up the edges of all of those little tabs. And so this does take me a second here, but it does add some extra dimension. So if you noticed when I was putting my adhesive on, I wasn't putting it on the ends of those triangular pennants. I was keeping it more up towards the top. And that was for this purpose, that I could add some dimension. So then I'm just going to go ahead and trim off my edges. And the photo I'm working with today is a 4x4 photo of my son. And this is an older picture. I think this was from 2014. And so we had gone on vacation to Newport Beach in California. And the hotel we were staying at had this whole like amazing children's area and programs and things that the kids could do. And so for one of them, they had a pirate theme thing that, of course, my kids wanted to do. And so they made like eye patches and pirates hats and swords, and all kinds of really fun things for them to do. And so the kids really liked having me take a bunch of pictures of them with these kind of crazy things that they had created. So I'm going to go ahead and take this ephemera pack, and I'm going to create a border down here along the bottom of my photo. So I'm just kind of laying out where I want all these pieces of ephemera to go. And I know that I just want to create a horizontal line that has a bunch of these embellishments kind of clustered together. So basically I'm creating like a shelf of embellishments and ephemera for my photo to sit on, with the exception of that one little parrot that is just in the perfect like orientation to sit on that top edge of my photo. And so I'm just kind of tucking things in. I want to have enough layers and cluster of those pieces of ephemera along the bottom of my photo without kind of being overkill. So I want to have enough that that's going to really look like a shelf that my photo is sitting on, but not so much that it's like crazy overwhelming to the eye. And so I tried to get some of these flare badges in here, and it just didn't end up working out to where I wanted or liked where I was going with those. So back in the bag those go, and those will go on another project. So then what I went ahead and did is I adhered all of these pieces down, and I'm showing you there I have about half of them glued flat on the page, and then half of them I have some dimensional adhesive to make them pop up. So it looks like all of those elements are kind of layered on top of each other, and there's a really neat kind of dimensional element that comes from combining some of your elements stuck down to the page and some of them up on dimensional adhesive. So then I'm going to take these stickers, and these are some of my favorites because I really like this particular font. And so I'm just going to write out the word Arrgg underneath my photo because that's kind of the face my son is making in this particular picture. And then I'm going to grab a white Jelly Roll pen and I'm going to play around for a little bit to decide exactly where I want my journaling to go. I'm not going to write a ton of journaling on this page. So I did just add a little caption over there going kind of vertically on the right hand side of the photo that just tells kind of the details. So it's this big pirate adventure, it was in Newport Beach, and then it has the date. So nothing too fancy or exciting in the journaling, and that's basically going to do it. So definitely head on over to Cheeky Studio and check out this adorable pirate collection. You're going to love it, I promise. I'll see you again soon. Bye.